It is easier to carry an empty cup than one that is filled to the brim. During a storm, you seek shelter under a tree and not the clouds. Any weapon is dangerous, even to a person handling it. A man has to hold his mouth open a long time before roasted partridge flies into it. The husband may be the head of a home, but the wife is the heart of a home. A leader is he who tells his people what they must hear, not what they want to hear. A worm cannot kill a fly. If she can't dig or cook, send her back to her father. Whisper has more meaning than a noisy talk. A single slip may cause lasting injury. Every word. There is a lot of mud. Even an elephant will slip. A person who was stung by a bee fears a big house fly. By coming and going, the bird constructs its nest. The death of a lion does not inherit its roar. He who came to work never sleeps. A child's leg can trip an adult. If you don't know where you're going, then any road will take you where you're going. Being in the forest and failing to see trees is a curse. A mother cannot give birth to something bigger than herself. The good smile shows how happy the soul is. The hyena may laugh, but the zebra knows where the waterhole is. He who respects the small river will not be surprised by the flood. A wise person speaks when it's time to speak. A fool speaks when it's time to listen. When elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers. One who carries a pot of honey doesn't envy the sugarcane farmer. However long the night, the dawn will break. When two elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers. No path is too long for a determined child. A river that forgets its source will surely dry up. The chirp of one cricket does not attract rain. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. He who doesn't listen to advice, for mothers, goes to his parents-in-law smeared with feces. If you have not been to two different bazaars, then you do not know what the best value is. Don't meddle with the family feud. He who has the choice has the pain. If we do what we always did, we will always remain what we always were. One yam does not fill a basket. The path with no footprints does not lead to a good place. What an old man sees from the ground, a boy cannot see even if he stands on top of the mountain. The corpse of a bird does not decompose in flight, but on the ground. The buffalo shit is dry on top, when inside, it's wet. The axe forgets, the tree remembers. A dead cop never grows. Remember the wisdom of your ancestors in order to become wise. Nicknames are the hardest stones the devil can throw at a man. No matter how high the vulture may choose to soar, the eagle will remain king of the sky. Monkeys don't advise their young ones to be careful on trees. They just remind them of the distance to the ground. If you want to eat an elephant, do it one bite at a time. The best place to hide is in plain sight. The wisdom of the elders is like a baobab tree. No single person can carry it all. If you chase 2 rabbits, you will catch none. Even when you dig a soft place, you still leave the garden. If you want to know how long a man's tongue is, let him use his mouth to look honey from a plate.
A gourd does not become a calabash overnight.
A friend is one who knows everything about you and still wants to be your friend. Hooting all right and sleeping all day doesn't make an owl wise. A strong man never stays long in the ground. Smooth warts in an oily tongue are not the same as kindness. A man who's patient is rewarded. The lizard that ignores the warnings of the crocodile ends up as dinner. A child who's unloved by his village will burn it down just to feel the warmth. The one who loves you is not the one who sees you every day, but the one who looks for you every day. When the music changes, so does the dance. No one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. It is not necessary to blow out the other people's lantern to let yours shine. A lot of people struggle with sleep because sleep requires peace. No matter how painful the loss, the bereaved won't be buried with the corpse. The sun does not forget a village just because it is small. The child who's fearless is going to bring tears to his mother's eyes. Students are the only consumers who do not want what they pay for. Getting only a beautiful woman is like planting a vine on the roadside. Everyone feeds on it. A full stomach forgets hunger. Don't look woman's vagina until there is clear, enthusiastic consent. If you want to eat honey, don't kick over the beehive. He who climbs a tall tree must have climbed smaller ones first. If you're filled with pride, then you will not have room for wisdom. He ventures into the bush at close, his ears to rattling. Don't be stupid to replace wisdom with knowledge, because you will lose understanding. A ripe melon falls by itself. A stitch in time saves 9. A wise person never knows all. Only fools know everything. On the day a monkey dies, all the trees are slippery. Silence brings wisdom of the ancestors. A kite with a broken wing cannot reach the sky. The mouth that eats does not talk. Fire devours the grass, but not the roots. The moon does not argue with the sun about who shines brighter. A monkey that plays with scorpions is bound to get stung. The one who wrestles with smoke gets dirty eyes. Smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. Even within the elephant remains the king of the forest. If you offer to share your seat with a person who has a big bottom, you are bound to lose it completely. A leopard cannot change its spots, but a wise person can change their mind. Until the lion learns how to write, every story will glorify the hunter. When you follow in the path of your father, you learn to walk like him. A wise person can learn from a foolish question. The one who throws a stone into the well will be the one to retrieve it. The goat that eats at night will be seen in the morning. When the sun rises, it does not ask permission from the rooster. The earth is a beehive. We all enter by the same door. A bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. Hot soup teaches the mouth to be careful. He moves with each day is better than another who waits for luck. If a dog bites you, you don't attack it, but you attack its owner. Haste and hurry can only bear children with many regrets. If you do not know how to praise, keep silent. The best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. Lightning never strikes twice in the same place, but trouble often does. An arrow without a target flies in vain. He who conceals his disease cannot expect to be cured. A tree that is unbending is easily broken. Tell your friend to lie. If he keeps it secret, then tell him the truth. Open your ears to the ancestors, and you will understand the language of spirits. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. He who learns teaches. When there is no enemy within, the enemies outside cannot hurt you. Declare kinship with the hyena, and all hyenas are your friend. An elephant never gets tired of supporting its tusks. A false friend is like a shadow. They're only with you when the sun is shining.